There we go.
A new PDS tornado warning has been issued.
Alright, looks like we are good to go on both platforms. Alright, I think everything's run good. Why do I have two live studios? Alright, let me check just to make sure everything's running properly before I start. So we do have a PDS tornado warning for Valley City, North Dakota. Large, very violent tornado. Just due to south, velocities are very strong on it. It is starting to weaken, but we will be. Hold on, I gotta check something real quick.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Alright, that should fit the screen better for everybody. Alright, cool. And then we can check. Hold on, I just gotta make sure everything's running properly. Yeah, alright, we're good. So, yeah. So, like I said, large, very violent tornado going on right now. Just north of Alaska, we have a new tornado warning coming in. Right here. It's a very strong areas of rotation there, right there. Go back here to this one. This one has been on the ground for a long time, actually.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
See, that's the current situation right now. Yeah, so initially we have a very large line of storms coming through, very strong winds. If we go back a couple of, actually a lot of scans here. Let's go back about 50 scans. You can see just how strong these winds have been coming across, especially like Bismarck, North Dakota. We're getting 100-mile-an-hour reports, and yeah, now this is our main area of concern right over here. Looks like it is rotation is definitely starting to broaden out, but it has recycled multiple times before, and we are expecting to do that. We are expecting it to do that again. So, all right. All right, new scan coming in. Looks like it definitely is broadening out, but do not expect it to. It has recycled multiple times, and I think it is actually interacting with the southern storm down here. What just caused bad scan. But it is causing a decent amount of interaction between these two systems, and I do actually think they will eventually merge as they have been sort of coming together these last
A
couple.
new tornado warning has been issued.
That is definitely, I think it's just an update to this one. Yeah. Nope, it is an update. So this one is no longer PDS. So just drop back down to a radar indicated tornado. I'll just show you there has been multiple damage reports from this tornado. If I can find it. Oh, hold on. Okay, here was one 18 minutes ago. Yes, this was taken approximately 18 minutes ago. So you can see just how truly big this thing was, and this was actually the second time it's done that. So it wasn't. This has been going on for a while, and I do actually expect it to probably recycle again. Yeah, this was an image from about 15, 20 minutes ago. So you can see we do have our SVC risk cycling up at the top left of the screen. But yeah, if you have any questions, just drop them down in the comments, and I'll be sure to. So yeah, yeah. So if you have any questions, be sure to drop them down. I'll be sure to answer them as quickly as I can. For some reason, my microphone likes to shut off randomly, and that's a huge issue. And my OBS is crashing.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
That's not good. All right, we are back. But yeah, this new tornado warning is for areas like Crystal Springs, Medina, Cleveland, North Dakota. So just along pretty much a longer line. I mean, hold on, let's switch to a different tower over here. Yeah, definitely a full notch coming in over here. But still very concerned about these two out here as they are very discrete supercells. All right, new scan coming in. Have to just wait and see what this one is actually doing. It's like it is definitely starting to ramp it up again, starting to get that classic hook on it. Like I said, I do believe it is starting to recycle again. It has done this many times in the past. So yeah, so we are currently just waiting to see what it will do within these next couple of scans coming in. I wish there's a way I could condense this because I need to get my other monitor to come in, make this whole setup way easier.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
No new warning has been issued. That is just an update for this warning over here. They condensed it again, and it's still radar indicated. Very tight color right here over 14 just south of Denhoff. No currently observed tornado warnings. The only one that was this one over here just south of Valley City. Yep, here we go again. Another very tight couple starting to show up on radar again. used. It is starting to get nighttime, so I don't think any of these cameras out here that are available will be able to get any sort of visual. But like I said, another very tight couplet that is showing up on this Valley City storm. It's heading pretty much. The storm is pretty much heading due east for the entire time. Oh, we do have a observed one. So we're right here. Yeah, probably right about. Oh, I need to also wait for this to come in so it doesn't mess up. But yeah, this thing's getting really tight again. Like I said, it's starting to get into the range where actually this is a better view of it. Actually, ugh. Yeah, Indiana's gonna be fine. These are happening in North Dakota right now. But yeah, I mean this is pretty hard to tell right now. I mean it's pretty much right in between two radar zones, so it's gonna be pretty hard to tell. So they're probably just gonna um, observe any potential tornado warning just to get that message out there. Looks like this one's starting to tighten again too. Yeah, all these things are going to be considerable warnings just due to the sheer amount of wind that is involved with this large line all right over here. And this line is pretty much just going out that way. We'll eventually get to Minnesota later in the day, but that is hours down the road. All right. They just canceled the tornado warning that was here. That is an odd shaped tornado warning, I will have to say. But we are back down to 4 warnings. Pretty much every new severe thunderstorm warning we're going to get is going to be considerable. Like I said, just if it's anything new from this line, I mean, the wind speeds on this thing are. I mean, these are this is a couple thousand feet in the air, but 80, 90 plus wind speed. Okay, look at Detroit Lakes. No, that is that it? Yeah, you guys are in the tornado watch area. This is definitely in the line of these two currently warned supercells, but I do not expect them to make it that far without weakening severely. They are moving out of that favorable range. I mean, they still are in that favorable range when it comes to wind, but at least when it comes to tornado, yeah, you're still in that significant severe. So definitely stay alert. Make sure you have multiple ways to get communication. Yeah, if you know anybody in pretty much this Minnesota region over here, share this with everybody you know. Pretty much, we need to get this word out to as many people as possible. If you have any questions, you can drop them in the comments. I'll be sure to get to them as quickly as I can. Are you kidding me? What is going on? Oh, we're back? Are we back? Okay. I think we're back. Drop it in the comments if you can hear me right now. Because I'm pretty sure I just had my entire audio driver just crash. Alright, I think we're back. Alright, yeah, we're back. Alright, cool. Getting audio from... Alright. Alright, so that's what I was saying. Looks like this thing is finally starting to weaken. This southern storm is really starting to strengthen, though. We need to get it into a better radar spot because this is a pretty... I mean, it's pretty much a lot of, why am I blanking on the word? Oh my goodness, I'm blanking on the word. I don't know. Okay. That is a large severe thunderstorm warning. It's about to pop up here in a second, but jeez. We're talking.
A new PDS severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
Yeah. That is very large. quarter-size hail, 90-mile winds are the strong winds are the biggest concern with the storm. As you can, if you can't read it because it's too small, but yeah, we're getting 90. Wow, that is a bad scan coming in. But yeah, we're getting 90-mile-per-hour winds, so yeah, there may be even some pockets that have gust up over 100 miles an hour. So definitely do not rule out very large wind damage. But if you weren't aware, a little while ago, I just had a complete audio driver failure, so I had to restart everything. So yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, as you can see, I mean, the wind speeds of this thing are many pixels over here above 100 miles an hour. Many pixels here above 100 miles an hour. And obviously, that's the biggest concern when it comes to these types of storms. So, strong couplet down here. Very small but strong couplet over here. This one has become very broad rotation.
New information, this tornado warning has been
That
upgraded.
is. Oh yeah, we are back to observed, as I was saying. And this one's very strong couplet right here. It's back to PDS warned. No CC, no damage indicator yet, but I mean that is a textbook hook right here, right above Fort Ramson. Let me see if I can get any sort of images on this. Let's just see who observed this one. Weather spot is confirmed tornado. I figure there's a decent amount of chasers in that area. Obviously, counterclocking. There's tornado pages down there. Yeah, they're all. This northern storm is finally starting to die down. They're just going to let this tornado warning expire unless it decides to recycle. If not, this will be let to expire. But this one down here, oh yeah, that is a textbook hook echo right there. Textbook hook echo right there. And this one's, so we still have 2 observed warnings down there. So if this is going to come in fully, then I can switch and show you the velocity readings on this. Alright, let's switch it to velocity. Yeah. Still waiting for the new velocity scan to come in. But there is at least a very strong couplet. Yeah, due to all the contamination from, at least from this radar site up here, it's got to come through all of this just to get down to here, the radar beam. So it's going to be contaminated by the other storm, but there is very strong location in that area. There's a terminal. Let's see this site right here. Yeah, this one you can see the hook even better on that. Yeah, that is a textbook hook anchor right there. Yeah, if we could just get one more follower to get off of that 666 mark, that would be fantastic. Thank you, Elliot, for the follow. Got off of that 666 number. Really appreciate that. Considerable undefined. What? All right, I haven't seen that one. I haven't seen that before. But as you can see, if you were watching from some of my older streams, we have a very upgraded setup. We now have an automatic pop-up alert system, which makes things a lot easier on my end. Obviously, I'm still doing my job and letting people know, but this makes it very easier on me, as I am, at least when it comes to this side of it, just a one-man crew right now. And we do have multiple chasers down in this area. Try to see if I can get an image of this PDS warning down here for Libsyn, Enderlin, and for Ranson. Can't seem to get anything right now. Alright, new scan coming in. Yeah, this is still, wow. Okay, I can't show the video, but yes, there is a stovepipe tornado on the ground right now, just east of Fort Ramson. I can confirm that there is a stovepipe tornado on the ground. It looks like they just extended this tornado warning is no longer observed. This includes areas like Jamestown, Eldridge, Bloomfried, Pingree, and all of
A new tornado warning has been issued.